Do you ever watch aquascaping videos and think that tank looks really, really good, and then think, how could I do that and how much would that cost? I'm really happy with the tank that we put together over here, and I thought, let's do a price breakdown to see how much this really cost me and whether you could do one at home. Hey guys, I'm Josh from Aquamate, and I am really happy with this aquascape that we put together over the last couple of months. So this video, we're going to break down how much it cost, and we'll go through the plants, the filtration, the lights, the heater, the hardscape, and the actual tank itself. So I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of videos about aquascapes and try and get inspiration and think of things that I would like to do in my own fish room. And I get left really inspired by so many different people all over YouTube. They always leave you mesmerized by these amazing tanks, amazing plants, great growth, really good hardscapes, beautiful lighting. But I always wonder, so how much does that cost? So in this video, we're breaking the whole thing down. We're going to talk about everything, and I will show you exactly how much this tank cost me to make and whether it's something that you'd be interested in doing yourself. So this is the tank that I decided to use. It's a low iron glass 50 litre tank, about 12 gallons. It's nice and smooth and crystal clear, no bezels. So it's perfect for showing off the plants and the actual scape that we've created. This tank here cost $80, so it's not super expensive. It's not a huge tank, but it is exactly what I wanted for this tank. All I've done at the back of this tank is painted it black using just a spray paint. I've done that to try and give us a little bit more of a finish line and let the plants really pop against that black background. The inspiration behind starting this tank was actually the hardscape. So we have done a series with Jagdeep Singh about him creating this for me up in Sydney and then shipping it down to me. Total cost of that was $140 for me. If you went to go and buy the Serious Stone or anything like that, it can range between $8 to $13 per kilo. There's probably about 12 kilos in this tank. So let's just sort of round it out to say maybe about 10 kilos, or sorry, $10 a kilo, about $120. The original concept for this was to have sand around it, but it's something that I was sort of not really comfortable with trying to grow plants and have the sand around. I mean, it definitely works, but it's not really the look that I was going for with this one. So I decided to use aqua soil. There's about 3 litres of aqua soil here. You can usually pick up about 3 litres of aqua soil for about $30. The next step, considering I was doing a dry start method, was to add the plants. So basically I bought Pisces tissue culture plants and I planted them out, covered the whole thing over with Glad Wrap and just kept spraying it, using the light to help grow the plants without the water in there first. Doing this can really improve the plant growth and get the plants really well established before you flood the tank, and it can help prevent things like melting and die off in some of the plants and give them the best chance for survival. So in this tank, we used 3 Monte Carlo cups, we used 2 S-Repens and 1 AR Mini. Each of those are about $15 each, so altogether that was about $90 worth of plants. I did get a really good deal where I bought them from. Sometimes you can get them for $10, but the guys down at Studio H2O helped me out, and I think it cost me about $40, but let's just stick to the retail prices so you get a realistic view of the price of this tank. The next most important thing for this tank is the Flexi Mini. So the Flexi Mini is a really sort of upscaled light for nano aquariums. You can buy a nano aquarium light for $30 if you want something like a Petworks, which I've used to great success before, but the Flexi Mini really helps that plant growth and it costs $130. This is probably the largest size tank you would put a Flexi Mini on. Arguably it's slightly too large, but so far so good. Then over here, which you can hardly see, I'll show you that one as well, which is a Aqua One hang on the back filter. It can do up to 75 litres, so it's a little bit overpowered for the tank, which is exactly what I wanted. You don't want anything undersized. That was nice and cheap. That was only $30, so that's our filtration. At the back here, we have our heater, which is a BioPro heater. It's a 250 watt heater, which is way overkill for this, but I got a really good deal. I bought a bunch of these for $5. So that was an easy one for this one, which is a real savings. You're probably looking at maybe $30 retail, but you can always be looking out for good deals on heaters because they're very inexpensive when it comes to your aquascapes. So if we break it down, I'll use my list over here. Tank, $80, rocks, $140. Plants all up were, where are we? $90. Our light was $130. The filter, only $30. Heater, $5. And for the soil that I used was $30. So I came in at $505 for a 50 litre, really well-scaped aquascape. Now in saying that, you might be thinking, oh, it's pretty expensive for a small tank. It is, but I was definitely trying to work with the best quality products that I could find. And also I worked with some people that really helped me make this aquascape as good as it is today. If you did this yourself, you could save some money on the rocks. If you could grow some of the, especially the Monte Carlo and that sort of thing, which we've done a video on before, so I'll leave a link for that. You could grow the plants out yourself and then save money on the plants. You could choose some different brand lights. I'm really happy with the choice on this one, but there are some others out there. Not really going to save a lot on the light, I wouldn't think, but you could end up spending more on a light, but it's sort of that nice sleek look that I really wanted to go with. It's going to be a similar price. If we did actually go with the sand as originally planned, you wouldn't save much. It's maybe $20, $25 worth of sand. So that was just a personal preference. So that's something I really wanted to touch on because the price of this, you know, you might sit back and go, oh, that looks really good. I want to do something with it. I think you need to know the price so you know what you're in for. I think one way that I did this tank that can be beneficial and be a little bit easier on the wallet is doing that dry start method. So the only thing I really needed at the start was my tank, Hardscape, and then my tissue culture plants and my light. Then I didn't need to worry about the heater and the filter. You didn't need to get as many plants as I got. You could maybe save a few dollars there, maybe save a few dollars and not get as many rocks. But doing that dry start method let it really mature really quickly. And then when it came to flooding this tank, I was fully grown and we have this really cool, colorful looking tank. If you really like this tank, make sure you're subscribed because I'm going to be doing a video very shortly on stocking it. So I want to get some shrimp and I want to put some fish in there. I've been given some really, really good ideas from you guys out there. Still not 100% decided. I've got something in the fish room already that would make a lot of sense to put in there, but I'll be doing that in a couple of weeks and I can't wait to show you guys that and really cap off this beautiful scape with some awesome fish. Until then, guys, I really appreciate all your support, so thank you very much. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. I will see you guys real soon, so remember, if you get new fish, always acclimate them first. I'm Josh from Aquamate. I'll see you soon.
What a wonderful world.